XMFC on Channel 157.
This is Raptors Game Night on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And getting set to host the Boston Celtics here at Scotiabank Arena. Welcome aboard. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. Courtside is Josh Lewinberg. We'll go there in a second. Tonight's starting lineup is driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. And for the Raptors, RJ Barrett, Barnes, Bobo, Grady Dick, quickly. And for the Celtics, Hauser, Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, and Derek White. Let's go courtside. Josh, I mean, when you look at the sample size of the three games they've already played, overtime loss in Boston, blowout loss in Boston, win here, what happens tonight?
Yeah, well, who knows, first of all. But, hey, this Raptors team has actually matched up pretty well against the defending champs this year. Now, it sounds pretty weird to say, considering, as you mentioned, they suffered the worst loss in franchise history to Boston in Boston on New Year's Eve. But to your other point, like the overtime loss in Boston, I mean, that could have been a win. Tatum wins that game in overtime, and we find out later he actually traveled on that shot. And then their win here against Boston last month, maybe the win of the season, probably the win of the season for the Raptors. Now, I will say, Jakob Poeltl was great in all those previous meetings. He is still out today. Darko Rajakovic reiterating that he is very, very close, but they'll be without Yak tonight. Raps, of course, have struggled without their starting center this year. They're 2-10 without him, but one of those wins came against Phoenix here the other night. So we'll see if they're able to take some momentum from that game and carry it over tonight against the defending champs.
Nor Cornette, but nobody hands you anything. You got to still take this thing.
But they're still a very good team. This is defending champ for a reason. You can't take this team lightly. They still have two perennial all-stars, in that lineup, in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So Raptors got to bring it. The same energy that they brought against Phoenix. I think it's going to be even more important to not only try to limit Brown and Tatum, but remove the other factors that they have on this team. Guys like Peyton Pritchard, for example. I mean, he's probably going to have big minutes tonight without Drew Holiday. So you're going to have to take those guys away and play your hearts out.
Mobo starting in place of Robinson, and of course Poeltl is out. That's the Poeltl out in this game is big, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but mainly for rebounding, and Poeltl is their defensive anchor. I mean, he's as Josh has said many times, he's probably the most important Raptor that goes under the radar. I mean, he's not as appreciated as maybe Scotty or some of the other guys, but his role in this team is absolutely instrumental and very crucial to their success. So, without him there, they're going to have to, again, step up and do things by committee. They have to gang rebound. They're going to have to run on this, on Boston Celtic team, and they got to make shots as they did against Phoenix.
Boston has won 5 straight, 9-1 in their last 10, coming off a victory over the Knicks, 118-105 on Sunday. And the Raptors had a great Sunday here against the Phoenix Suns. Countdown to tip-off is next. This is Raptors Game Night on TSN 1050.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito. My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century. That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Touchdown.
Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2-for-1 pizza. 2-for-1.
At last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And taking on the mighty Boston Celtics at Scotiabank Arena tonight. Let's go courtside. Paul Jones and Javon Shepherd. Jonesy would like more of what we saw Sunday against Phoenix, wouldn't we?
Yeah, Jim, that was quite the three-point barrage we saw.
A clinic.
Steve Foxcroft, one of the minor officials representing the NBA at the table here, said he could hear Javon and I from his seat in front of him. Like, he sits right beside Herbie Kuhn, and with all that noise, he could hear us. So, you know, we were screaming like we were.
It was good energy.
It was
good. And we're talking about 7 consecutive threes.
Like we'd seen our first boy band.
Quickly, Barrett, and one, and then Boucher topping it off, closing it out with his 3. It was some real good energy.
As Foxy was giving me credit, he said there was no water left in the well. Let's hope they replenish the well tonight, Javon, for these Boston Celtics, because they will get the threes up. Boston starting Sam Hauser, Jason Tatum, Torrey Craig, Jaylen Brown, and Derek White. The lights go down for the introduction of the Toronto Raptors. Crowd filing in. And the hometown Raptors about to be introduced. And we will tell you at this time that the starting lineup is driven by Subaru. Get out and winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. Well, the Raptors might have a rough road ahead of them. I hope they got some of that Subaru all-wheel drive, because as we said, Boston, the number 1 team in terms of three-point makes, three-point attempts, and they are 10th in percentage. Basically, over the course of a game, the Boston Celtics go 17 for 48 from 3.
Well,
we'll see how it stacks up tonight. Let's get to the starters.
They're shooting the basketball well, but the Raptors are doing a good job the last 6 games of defending teams from the three-point line, holding them to under 30%.
All right, let's get the starters.
Bringing the saga to the 6. It's time for number 9, R.J. Barrett. From Maryland, the Wildcat moving 0 to 100 swiftly. You know who? IQ Emmanuel. Quickly. At forward, wearing number 2, bringing that rookie mojo. Let's hear it for Jonathan Mogul. The kid from Kansas, wearing number 1. You know the name, Brady Dick. And at 6'8" from Florida State, make some noise for your boy, Scotty Barnes. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors is Darko Rajakovic.
All right, there are the Raptors. As they will try to even the season series with the Boston Celtics. And Javon, you were talking about the three-point defense. Give it to me again, because we are trying to beat Mark Strong on the floor in terms of starters, but your three-point defense is going to be big tonight.
Yeah, your three-point defense is going to be big, and what the Raptors have done the last 6 games, they've held teams to 29.5% from the three-point line. So yes, you know, it's Boston Celtics team, likes to shoot the three ball. They have a number of guys that can not just make spot shots, but make shots off of the bounce as well. And I think for the Raptors, that definitely has to be their strength. And Scotty Barnes has been leading the way from the defensive standpoint. His last 2 matchups have been Bam Adebayo and Kevin Durant. And he's done a tremendous job of just keeping those guys in check and at bay, and it just shows the versatility of defender that he is. But coming out of this game, it is really to set the tone on the defensive end of the floor and establish, you know, it's not going to be anything easy, right? And Tatum's been playing some really good basketball for the Celtics, not just scoring the basketball, but he's getting his touches early, and he's also doing a better job of getting off the basketball early when he sees those double teams coming. So the backside of the defense for the Toronto Raptors is going to have to be more crisp, and not just in scramble mode, but be disciplined when you're getting back out and running out and closing out to shooters.
Well, let's see if they can be disciplined tonight. Kristaps Porzingis, a late scratch because of an illness, and I do mean late because about 20 minutes ago I was watching him warm up, so something not well with the big Latvian, and he'll sit this one out tonight. We get set to tip it off. Boston wearing the white uniforms that stand the test of time. White with Kelly green. The Raptors in the home black with red trimming and white numbers. Jaylen Brown, foul line jumper good. Raptors did a good job on Jaylen Brown in the last game. Not so much there as he gets Boston off to a 2-0 lead.
Well, he's smart, right? Quickly's top block, trying to defend him from the top side, and he welcomes that defense and just gets into that jump shot.
A hard foul by Torrey Craig on Scotty Barnes. Great cut from Scotty. Raptors coming left to right. And Scotty coming far side to near side, left to right, into the lane. And the pass found him from Mobile, and he was fouled. And like I said, that's an old school 90s foul by Torrey Craig. That was hard.
We've seen a couple of them the last couple of games, but the start for Scotty Barnes has been aggressive, right? Tatum gets that first touch, and Scotty pushes him to about 26 feet out before he gets that pass off, and now gets to the free throw line off of a cut. I like the mentality on the first 2 possessions from Scotty.
Game tied at 2 as Barnes knocks down a couple of free throws. He's taken on the challenge to guard people like Durant and Wiggins, and deep 3 by Derek White, good, near side, left wing, man. With a man right in his face, Boston goes up 5-2.
Well, the first 2 possessions scores for Boston have been on quickly, right? And if you're quickly, you got to take that as a challenge and just know that they're going to be trying to come at you.
RJC Sam Hauser goes right at him. That's some barbecue chicken right there.
That's easy money. Keeping Hauser on that right shoulder, leaning on him, and then getting that left floater off the glass.
Hauser drives in the lane. Slow step, deceleration, floats it in.
That last step there with that right foot cuts off the angle for the defensive contest. Hauser gets it up for 2.
7-4 Boston, 10:30 to go, first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Grady Dick down the lane, floats it up and in. Far side to near side, 7-6 Boston.
Yeah, make Hauser defend. Great job slashing by Grady.
Brown 3 short, rebound Grady.
His shots were a little short in the warm-up when I see him working out.
Grady pull up three in transition, no good. Rebound Hauser.
Fast-paced basketball, Jonesy.
Here comes Tatum, front court. Scotty meets him above the arc, cuts him off. Switch now on to Barrett. RJ up in Tatum's grill. Tatum gets to the hoop, leans in. Might have been an offensive foul as RJ was run over. No call.
He got away with the offensive there.
9-6. Boston by 3. Quickly, near side, right wing in front of the Raptors bench to Barrett. Off center, far side, left wing, into the lane to Barnes. Swing to Mobo, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Torrey Craig.
Heck of a pass by Scotty. Right, to touch screen, to roll, and kick out as the defense collapsed.
Brown, far side. Up top to Tatum between the circles. Works near side against Grady. Kicks it to Torrey Craig. Shot fake straight away. Grady knocks it away. Toronto gets a steal. Here comes RJ on the run, and nobody told him that they were coming up behind him. He had it knocked away, and then Torrey Craig gets an easy dunk at the other end.
And that goes both ways, right? Nobody really told him or let him know that they were trailing behind. But you got to do math, do the numbers, and just know that there's 3 behind you, but there's only 2 ahead.
11-6 Boston. Quickly near side, shot fake. Escape dribble to Barnes, near pocket in front of the bench to Grady. Against Torrey Craig to Quickly. Shot clock at 5. Quickly to Grady, gotta go. Hoists it up, no good. Rebound Jaylen Brown. 8:35 first quarter. Torrey Craig's 3, no good. Boston still leading 11-6. Here come the Raptors in black, left to right. RJ to Mobo for the jam in the lane. Great find by Barrett. 11-8. Raptors cut the lead to 3.
That's where the Raptors are really good. They're 4th in the league in transition possessions. With 23.5 per game. You see there, pushing it and converting it. Mobo's a great catch from RJ.
Derek White into the lane, finds Tatum. 3 near side, good. Darko upset with referee Mitchell Irvin that there was no foul called. Barrett back, floats it up and in, takes Jaylen Brown to school. Ring the bell, baby. 7:52 first quarter. Timeout Boston. 14-10, the Celtics lead the Raptors. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch.
Give me a high five.
5 minutes later.
Interception.
Awesome play.
Give me a high five.
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium 1-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2-for-1 pizza. 2-for-1.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Back in Toronto, 14-10. Celtics lead the Raptors 7:52 first quarter. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa beside us courtside. Cameron Moore up top looking after Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg. Back at Raptors Central, producer Owen Hall and technical producer Matt Cardadero. And I want to send a big hello to the staff and the students at Our Lady of Fatima Public School in Vaughan. Was there yesterday for Black History Month and their celebrations. What a great place. And in my former life as an educator, I walked into school 5 minutes and I could tell it was a great place. You guys got a good thing going there. Mr. G, the principal, keep it going. I know it's not easy, but you're making a difference. Great place. Good luck going forward to the Falcons. It's the Celtics now with the ball as they come front court, right to left, attacking the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. Derek White up top, turns the corner on Grady Dick into the lane, kick it out. Jaylen Brown, 3 short. Again, Javon. Here comes Toronto. Quickly to Barnes, up top, back to IQ. Straight away against Torrey Craig. Works left, far side. Turns the corner into the lane, lay it up and in. Nice move by IQ.
Yeah, and that's a great read because IQ just knowing him and Scotty Barnes, Scotty just not setting those screens, knowing that the Boston Celtics want to switch so much. So as he slips this, IQ takes that and use that momentum getting to the basket.
Brown in the lane, floats it up, no good. Nice D by Barrett. Raptors with the rebound. Here comes Quickly. Front court. His pass deflected, intercepted. Here comes Boston 3-on-1. They kick it to White near side. His 3 is good. 17-12 Boston. The lead is 5. A costly turnover by Toronto. Raptors back. Grady near side, right wing above the arc. Gets it to Mobo. They swing it left side, far wing. Quickly on the bounce. Gets it to Barrett near side. 3 in the air. Rattles, doesn't go. Rebound Scotty Barnes. Gets it to Barrett. RJ fouled by Sam Hauser as he put it on the floor near side, right wing.
That's a big-time rebound to get that second chance opportunity by Scotty Barnes, right? Didn't really get 2 hands to corral it, but strong enough with that right hand to secure it and get that ball out to RJ Barrett, who draws the foul.
17-12 Boston, 6:26. That's what's left first quarter. Quickly up top. Gets it to Grady between the circles. Bottom of the logo, center circle. Drives right into the lane. Has it knocked away to Mobo. He's got to throw it up. And it's a shot clock violation. The defense that time making it difficult for Grady.
And that's the thing with the Boston Celtics, right? They have guys that move their feet. They have willing defenders, but they also have strong defenders. So as they're making, the offense is making the way to the basket, right? They're bumping with you. They're moving their feet. Great lateral quickness, but also the strength.
Here come the Celtics, front court. On the bounce, Tatum, 3 straight away, a long one, about 28 feet, no good. Here come the Raptors. Quickly, on the bounce, into the lane, the shot blocked by Hauser. And Derek White is fouled by Quickly. IQ will sit down. Jamal Shedd will replace him. .552 first quarter. Jamal Shedd, Ochai Agbaji in, Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickly out. Peyton Pritchard.
Pritchard's one of those guys. He's second on the team in offensive rebounds. As small as he is, right, you've got to be aware of him when shots go up.
Jamal Shedd takes the challenge, knocks it away from Jaylen Brown. I'm looking forward to that matchup with Pritchard and Jamal Shedd. You think Jamal Shedd's backing down?
He's not backing down.
You got a better chance of walking on water.
You got a pit bull with Shedd. And I'm walking on water. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna walk on water.
Well, then I'll maybe look for Jamal Shedd to back down, because that's not happening. He's got Jaylen Brown now. Brown backs him down. Fall away jumper, long, no good. Rebound tipped up twice, and it goes in. Sam Hauser got his left hand on it.
Sticking with it, and again, right, another shot for Jaylen Brown. Doesn't look comfortable. 1 for 6. I'm telling you, in the warm-up, he was frustrated with himself for a couple of the ones that he was missing.
Raptors turn it over. Here comes Brown to Neemias Queta, who jams it down. Timeout Darko, 21-12. Back-to-back miscues for Toronto.
Well, that's 5 turnovers now that have led to 7 points.
Stay out of the bakery, baby. Can't win by creating turnovers. Let's take a break. 5:14, first quarter. Boston 21, Toronto 12. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Do you ever experience brain fog? Improve your memory and think clearly again with Clear Brain from New Nordic. Clear Brain is specifically formulated to help maintain cognitive function and help support memory. Using a powerful combination of clinically proven all-natural ingredients like ginkgo and walnut extract, New Nordic's Clear Brain is Scandinavia's #1 selling cognitive health supplement. Available at Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, Loblaws, Jean Coutu, and London Drugs, or online at Amazon and newnordic.ca.
Hey, it's Brian Hayes, and I'm living large with my Black Card membership at Planet Fitness. For just $29.99, you get all types of perks, like bringing a guest for free, access to any Planet Fitness location, and my favorite perk of them all, unlimited use of the hydro massage. And believe me, I've been really testing that policy out lately. So sign up today for your Planet Fitness Black Card membership at planetfitness.ca or pop into any location and get ready to absolutely love going to the gym at Planet Fitness.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
.5:14 first quarter. Raptors trailing the Celtics 21-12. The turnovers have hurt the Raptors in a ghastly way so far. Orlando Robinson checks in. Out there with Abaji, Barrett, Shed. And who's the fifth Raptor? Grady Dick, far side. Raptor ball coming left to right in the black uniforms. Got to get some offense going. Well, you got to protect the ball.
Yeah, in order to get up some offense, get to your offense, you got to be able to take care of the basketball and have the basketball, the possession to put it up.
Raptors have outscored their opponent from 3 in 4 of the last 6 games. Shed, 3 near side, no good. Rebound Tatum. Off to Brown, far side, right wing. Boston in the white with green, coming front court, right to left. Tatum shot short. They can't run it down. It careens into the Celtics bench. And the Raptors will bring it back, front court. Shed on the bounce, far side to Abaji. Between the rings to Robinson. Reverse pivot, gets it to Abaji in the lane, floats it up and in. Right down Bay Street, Ochai lays it home. Tatum guarded by Barrett. On the logo at center, works right, far side, into the lane. Turns, floats it up, no good. Rebound Robinson. Outlet Shed, Jamal pushing it. Near side, right wing, crosses over. Gets into the lane, kick it out. Barrett 3, no good. RJ had a great look. Here comes Pritchard. 4-10, first quarter, 21-14, Boston. Pritchard on the bounce, near side, left wing. Gets it to Keita, top of the circle. Now to Tatum. Comes back to his left. Kicks it to Pritchard, near side. Deep 3 is good.
41% from 3, right? And it's pretty hard. It's tough to guard because Tatum has the basketball in his hands and has all the eyes, but did a good job of kicking that basketball over to the weak side.
Robinson, jump hook down low is good. Near block, right side, in front of the Raptor bench. 24-16, Boston by 8. Brown to Pritchard, guarded by Shed. Jamal in his kitchen. They get it to Tatum, near side. The double comes. The Raptors deflect it and steal it. Here comes Shed to Abaji, drives, floats it up, no good, no foul call. Wow, you gotta be kidding. Everybody with arms skyward, but the Raptors get the steal at the other end. Grady knocks it away. Here he comes on the drive. And they got the foul on Hauser. And Hauser saying, I didn't foul. Hey, Sam, that's the one they missed last time.
This was definitely the makeup one.
Yeah.
Because Grady went airborne. It was actually 2 because when Grady went to save that basketball, Jaylen Brown jumped into his legs. But on this transition here, Grady kind of jumped, went airborne, and just spun his way out of trouble there. Picked up the foul, but it was definitely one missed before, and that is definitely a makeup call.
Get your Avon out. Get your Mary Kay out. Makeup is here. Robinson took a step up top, under pressure. So Boston will get the ball on the turnover and bring it front court. Pritchard on the bounce against Shed. Gets it to Keita. Now to Tatum. Drives into the lane. Kicks it back right to Scotty Barnes. 3-on-2. Barnes goes right at Hauser. Puts it up, no good. Rebound though, Jacoby Walter, 3, no good. Raptors miss a golden opportunity, still trail 24-16.
Some of these shots are good shots, right? Pritchard coming right back down on the other end, but for the Raptors, another careless turnover. Fortunately, this, 2 back-to-back dead ball turnovers, but they're mounting, right? Those turnovers are mounting. The 6 turnovers.
Javon, that turnover's on the inbound with nobody around.
You can't have that.
You can't have that. That is unacceptable.
The thing with turnovers, they're just as contagious as shots. We always say, you knock down 1 shot, you knock down 2, the team will start to knock down. It's the same with turnovers.
26-16 Boston, 2:25 first quarter. Pritchard on the bounce against Robinson. Lobs it to Keita, down low, lays it up, no good, blocked. Rebound, Keita puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough matchup to win. Right, Keita's 7-footer. He has Walter matched up on him, got the second chance, and went right back up with it.
Boston by 12, 28-16. Barnes, 3-ball near side, no good.
Shed's got to be aggressive, right? He splits that screen, he gets into the paint, and he's kicking it out to Scotty Barnes. Right now, the team's 0 for 9. They haven't shot the basketball well. The best shot's going to be at the basket. He split the 2 defenders there, get that floater, see the basketball go through the hoop.
Yeah, get off the 3. Give me 2. I know 3 is better than 2, but 2 is better than nothing. Give me the 2. Jacoby Walter floater, got it far side, left wing.
Right, you get the easier one. Get the easier one, see the basketball go through the hoop.
28-18. Raptors down 10. And Pritchard with Jamal Shed right in his kitchen. Shed takes the foul, but Scotty claps his hands and goes up to Jamal and says, that's what I want, man.
Here's the thing, Jonesy. The defense hasn't been bad, right? We've seen the effort on the defensive end. They're getting into the offense, getting into the ball handlers, taking away their space. What's killing the Raptors right now is those turnovers. And obviously, Boston's hit it 4 for 9 from the 3-point line. But as far as the one-on-one matchups and guarding your yard, I thought the Raptors have done a really good job of that in the first 11 minutes of this game.
Pritchard, far side against Robinson, just above the arc, now down to the pocket. Step back, 3, good. Here comes quickly, front court, Boston up 31-18. Robinson gets it down low to Barnes on Pritchard, backs in, turnaround jumper, big boy ball.
Nice.
Too small. 31-20. Raptors down 11.
Guess what? The last 2 baskets for the Raptors are 2-point shots. Walter's floater and Scotty Barnes with a small fry Pritchard on it, elevating and knocking it down.
Pritchard deep 3 near side, no good. Long rebound, run down by Baylor. Shireman puts it up, no good. Walsh though follows. Jordan Walsh lays it up and in. Raptors back. Robinson with the dunk. Quickly at the other end. Joe Mazzulla not happy. 33-22 Boston, under a minute first quarter.
Scotty's feel for where guys are on the floor is so incredible. As soon as he touches that basketball, he knows Robinson's up the court, advances that basketball.
Quickly knocks it away from Pritchard, who got away with a walk, kicks it into the corner. Shireman drives. Tough fall away. Jacoby Walter with a good contest. Here comes Toronto. 30 seconds first quarter. Raptors down 11. Quickly adjusts the headband. Now stands on the logo at center with a waist-high left-hand dribble. Shot clock at 10. Game clock at 20. IQ drives right. Now back to the left. Gets it to Barnes on Pritchard. Scotty into the lane. Jumper is good. Another one. Mouse in the house. Scotty knocks it out.
And Walsh came down to contest from behind, and not even that could stop it. That's where Scotty's really good, right? He's got to continue to milk that. Raptors got to continue looking for that matchup against Pritchard in that mid-post.
4 seconds to go in the quarter. Walsh inside to Keita. Runs over Walter, and Nick Buchert, the ref, looks and shakes his head. Man, I got to believe if that's LeBron James standing there, they're calling a charge. Just me. But Boston gets the deuce, and that ends the quarter 35-24. Celtics by 11, one lap of the track down. Toronto trailing after the first quarter. Let's take a break. Second quarter when we come back. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp now for free information on how to get started today. InventHelp provides invention services that help everyday inventors get started with their idea. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. Our services include professional materials needed to showcase your invention, and 3D animation and prototype modeling that help you demonstrate your idea. Get down to the details of your idea with a technical drawing. The InventHelp Databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Take advantage of the opportunity to get started today.
Call 1-800-353-6013. That's 1-800-353-6013. Again, 1-800-353-6013.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Second quarter about to start. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Raptors will have the ball. The Celtics won the tip, so they get it in the first and fourth quarter. Raptors get it in the middle two stanzas. So Toronto will come left to right in the black jerseys. Jacoby Walter, Emmanuel Quickly, Chris Boucher, Ochai Agbaji, and Scotty Barnes. Celtics will defend Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Neemias Queta, Jaylen Brown, and Jordan Walsh. Barnes in the lane, floats it up, scoring, and a foul. Scotty says, I'm buying two and I got a coupon for one more. That's how you want to come out of a timeout, Javon.
Yeah, come right out of timeout and come out of the break. And Scotty's energy the last couple of games has really been elevated. Right, even before he started to go on the 6-point tear by himself, right, he was getting into guys and encouraging his teammates to play some defense, right, talking to the backside, giving direction on both ends of the floor.
Misses the free throw, but they get it back. Boucher, shot fake, drive, kick to Barnes, it's deflected, tipped, and now stolen. Brown to Pritchard, deep three near side, no good, rebound quickly. IQ, off to Barnes, Scotty, into the lane, right at Queta, big boy
That's
style.
Tough.
Leaned the left shoulder on him.
Tough.
Knocked him back and softly
That
floated
is
it home.
tough. He took that left shoulder right into the 7-foot, 260 Queta.
Brown, three, no good. Rebound quickly. Raptors down 35-28. 1 minute in, second quarter. Scotty's feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Takes it to Queta strong. Like right at him. Right at him, and then flexes saying, what do you got?
I knew as soon as he got that basketball that next play, by the way he displaced him and moved him on the first bucket, right, and Queta didn't have nothing for him. I knew right away he's going right back to him. He gave him the left shoulder the first time. This time he gave him the right shoulder. He didn't make the bucket, but I'm still giving him 10 for the fierce force
Scotty's
and
like,
the passion that he exuded on that play.
Scotty's like, we're on to something here. We're on to something here. This Greece is warming up a little bit. 35-29, now 35-30 as Scotty makes 2 free throws. Raptors cut the lead to 5, 35-30. Boston was up by 13. Jaylen Brown kicks to Pritchard, far side. On the bounce. Now to Derek White, guarded by Quickly. Raptors' urgency and intensity on defense has increased. White fall away short, rebound quickly. Boston still leading Quickly, deep 3, no good. Boucher with the rebound. Kick out to Quickly, this 3, no good. Had 2 good looks.
And you got to take those ones. Those ones, you come off, a kid has a drop coverage, there's nobody there, nobody in sight. Got to put up second chance opportunity, nobody's defending you. 2 good looks for a guy that's been shooting the basketball well his last couple games.
0 for 3 in this quarter, Boston. Derek White, deep 3, no good. 0 for 4. Man, the Raptors' ball pressure is great. Jacoby Walter to Abaji, now to Boucher, top of the lane. Gets it to Scotty Barnes on Derek White. Time to go to work. Punch the clock. Scotty drives, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. And hey, man, I'm old-fashioned. Don't tell me getting the ball inside and in the paint does not work. Raptors have held Boston to 0 of 4 in this quarter, with 3 of them coming from behind the arc. And Scotty has scored twice on the inside, once at the line, and he's going back for 2 more free throws.
It's just how he's doing it. And right now, he's abusing anybody in front of him. This time he had Walsh matched up on him in the post, and Keita coming down. And you know what? The last 2 plays have Keita thinking about coming down, double teaming, and not wanting to get hit, not wanting to get bumped. And that's why Scotty was able to split the defense and get himself, draw the foul, get himself to the free throw line.
Jonathan Mobile will check in. 10:02 to go, first half, 35-30. Boston leading Toronto. Barnes' second free throw good. Scotty's got 13 off Toronto's 31. And he's now guarding Jaylen Brown, who brings it front court right to left toward Bay Street. Brown on the bounce. Works far side. And they got Quickly with a foul. Barnes checks out for a well-earned rest.
Oh, no, he deserves this.
And Mobo checks in.
Yes, it's 13 points, but I've been more impressed with how locked in he is on the defensive side. Right, the look in his eyes when he's squaring up Tatum, the look in his eyes when he has Jaylen Brown.
Like I said, urgency and intensity from the Raptors. Brown drives far side. On the bounce against Jacoby Walter. Comes near side, man. Sold that one. And the foul will go on Jacoby Walter. .9:43 first half. 35-31 Boston. Brown up top. Mobo jumps out on him. They get it to Pritchard, far side. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Long rebound to Abaji. Outlet to Quickly. On the run, Raptors trying to eat into this lead. Walter in the lane. Gets it to Abaji. Sets the feed. 3 ball is bottom of the well.
He knew it. As soon as Mobo penetrated, he was spacing out. And even on that catch, he was trying to find that 3-point line with that back foot and knocks it down.
It's a 10-0 run for Toronto to cut the lead to 1. 35-34. The Celtics 0 for 5, 0 for 6 now this quarter. Walter on the run, puts it up, no good. That would have given Toronto the lead. Here comes Boston back, 3-on-1. Jaylen Brown to Torrey Craig, lay it up and in. 37-34, Boston 8:40 first half. Abaji kick it out to Walter. Jacoby drive in the lane, floated up, no good. Great move, you gotta finish. Here comes Derek White, far side, right wing. Out to Sam Hauser, deep 3, no good. Rebound Mobile. Outlet quickly. Raptors on the run. Quickly with the lob to Abaji. Mistimed the jump. Missed the layup. Back comes Boston. They turn it over. Walter gets it to Mobile. 8-12 first half, 37-34 Boston.
That's the right idea, slowing it down, right, and just getting things under control.
Quickly into the corner. Mobile drives baseline, pushed by Derek White. Way to challenge the closeout. And the foul will go on Derek White. 8:01 to go first half. It's a Boston lead at 37-34. Brady Dick off the Raptor bench. He'll replace Ochai Agbaji. Shed, Mobile, Boucher, and Barrett. The others out there with Grady. Boucher gets it to Shed up top. Drives into the lane, kick out. Barrett on Hauser, takes him to the bucket and floats it up and in.
They've been attacking Hauser.
I would attack Hauser and Pritchard. Whenever I see them, they're the pigeons, man. I'm shooting at them.
And you can see it there. RJ's taking the basketball to the right-hand baseline, cuts back, going to his left. And Hauser's got to know that, right? Keeping RJ on the right side of the floor. Easier said than done, but RJ gets between the legs, gets into the teeth of the defense, and gets to that left hand.
37-36, Boston by 1. 7:50 first half, and I have an interesting stat about Mr. Rowan Barrett Jr. when we come back. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch. Give me a high five. 5 minutes later. Interception. Awesome play. Give me a high five. 2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant, never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2-for-1 Pizza. 2-for-1. 2-for-1.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa courtside. Cameron Moore up top looking after Taddy, Ward, and Lewinberg, who you'll hear from at halftime. Technical producer Matt Cardadero and the big poobah, producer Owen Hall, back at Raptors Central. Rowan Barrett Jr. made his 500th two-point field goal against Phoenix on Sunday in his 76th game as a Raptor. Only one man took fewer games to make his 500 two-point field goals. That would be some cat named Vincent Lamar Carter.
That's a bad man. That was a bad man.
RJ's in some good company. And he's got the ball on the steal right now. Running out. Dishes it to Boucher, who lays it in. The Raptors take the lead, 38-37.
Boucher's so nimble in transition, tight space. That Euro step right to left, getting around the defense. That's a big man on the fly.
Back, Boston. Scores, and they got the foul on RJ. Jaylen Brown with the bucket. The Celtics now 2 of 9 in the quarter, 0 of 6 from 3. They lead 39-38.
That's the difference, right? In the first quarter they shot 5 for 11 from the three-point line and won that quarter by 11 points, right? Rapids get into this quarter, now you take away the three ball from them, it's a completely different dynamic.
Shed up top. Drives on Derek White into the lane. Kick it out. Barrett, three. No good. Right on line.
And a good shot because Tatum's closing out. He's closing out short, anticipating the drive to the basket.
Brown into the lane. Pushes off on Mobile. Floats it up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Wow, that should have been Toronto ball. Boucher wanting them to challenge. It was off Keita. Raptors won't challenge. Derek White, long inbound to Hauser. Off to Tatum. Drives far side on Robinson. Tatum backs out. Now drives right, back to the left, into the lane, jams it down. 42-38 Boston, 6:40 first half. Shed, front court, on the logo, gets it to Grady, far side, left wing. Back to Shed. Drives near side, right wing. Into the lane to Boucher, lays it up and in. Nice screen and roll. 42-40 Boston.
Again, the same thing I mentioned earlier what Scotty Barnes was doing, not setting the screens, but running up like you're going to set them and then slipping to the basket, knowing that Boston wants to switch.
Brown in the lane to Tatum. They kick it out. Torrey Craig, corner three, no good. Rebound, Jaylen Brown, back up and in. Got to be one and done.
Yeah, and Jaylen Brown's doing the dirty work for them, right? So good getting into the paint, playing off of two, so strong while everybody's jacking up threes. He's getting it done inside for them.
44-40 Boston, 5:50 first half. Shed to Grady, catch and shoot, three, bang in the bottom of the well. 5:40 to go first half. Raptors cut it to 1. Boston 44, Toronto 43. White to Hauser, corner three is good. You can't lose him.
He just stays in constant movement. Orlando Robinson went to help. As Hauser just continued his route all the way out to that corner three.
Grady back at you with the three, no good. Rebound Tatum. Off to Derek White. Boston by 4. We tick towards 5 minutes first half. Jaylen Brown drive and lay it in.
What I say where he's doing all his work, right? He's the one getting into the paint for Boston. And again, using his size and his strength, making those easy baskets at the rim.
Three ball good. R.J. Barrett, far side, in the bottom of the well. Raptors cut the lead to 49-46.
Well, the three ball wasn't working for him on the right side of the floor. He gets over to the left side wing and knocks down his first one in the game.
Jaylen Brown, drive, cut off. Derek White, three up top, good. I want to ask you on that last play. Darko took the timeout right away, and he's talking to Grady now. Was there overhelp on that play, Javon, coming before you should have or had to?
I think what happened is Grady, that help was a little bit too early. Right now, there's a lot more real estate to recover, but I don't know if I would take that timeout right there because there was a little rhythm going back and forth.
Yeah, a little flow. We'll take a break, though. 4:40 first half. Boston 52, Toronto 46. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you, with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 47056. 855-786.
Your sneakers are staring directly at you. You try to look away, but you can't. You're lace to face. They're saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, and your six-pack won't be either. But you've got to start somewhere. Stop staring. Put us on. Take that first step, or lunge, or squat. Start small. Start somewhere. Join for $7.99 every 2 weeks at fitforless.ca and experience fitness simplified. Some conditions apply. Fit for Less. Everybody happy.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
4:40 first half. Boston 52, Toronto 46. Early start tonight, 7 p.m. as the Raptors encounter the back-to-back. Like the words of the Michael Jackson song, Jackson 5, going back to Indiana. That's where they'll be tomorrow night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, one of my favorite arenas in the NBA, with the history of Indiana basketball emblazoned on the concourse on billboards and placards and everything from Larry Bird's old Converse to Isaiah Thomas and the current Pacers. Raptor ball front court. They trail by 6. Barnes on the drive into the lane. Great pass to Barrett, who lays it in.
Again, the slip of the screen. Barrett's right on that right side dunker spot, and Scotty Barnes giving up the basketball just in time as both defenders step up.
4:10 first half. Raptors down 52-48, and Boston throws it away. Tatum tried to find the rolling player to the basket, didn't get it. Quickly drives, kicks to Grady. Corner three, no good. Rebound kept alive. Tatum has it. Outlet Peyton Pritchard. Drives far side into the lane, lay it up and in. 54-48 Boston, 3:40 first half. Barrett up top to Grady. Drives, now gets it to Quickly between the circles. Scotty straight away, holds it over his head. Now drives left. Pritchard trying to keep him out of the paint. Scotty, shot clock at 4, gotta go, turns, fires, and it goes off the rim, out of bounds. Raptors never got into the offense.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is get that matchup with Pritchard on Scotty Barnes in that mid-post, but
don't
Scotty
you give it up?
Get it up and get relocate. But what they're trying to avoid is if you give it up, they're able to get matched back up.
Re-switch, okay. Derek White on the bounce. Gets it to Hauser. Kicks it near side. Pritchard, 3, no good. Rebound Barrett. Raptors running out. RJ's pass for Grady intercepted. Here comes Boston 2-on-1. Tatum on the bounce, cut off by Barnes. Mobile on the double. Kick it out. Derek White, 3 is good. 57-48. Oh, those turnovers will kill you. Barnes in the lane, floated up and in over Derek White. 57-50. Boston by 7, 2.5. Second quarter. Derek White, the waist-high dribble near side, left wing. Boston into White, working right to left. They get it to Tatum in the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Jaylen Brown down the baseline, floats it up and in. 59-50 Boston. In the lane, Bobo with the jam. Boston doesn't get back. Joe Mazzulla just puts his hands on his hips and says, what is going on? Derek White, front court. Gets it to Tatum, far side, right wing. A deep 3 is good.
Well, Scotty went under that screen because it was so deep. He was trying to get back in front, but Pritchard locked him up and didn't really allow him to get back to contest the shot.
And Scotty wanted the foul call that they didn't give it to him. The 3 ball by Barrett, no good. Here comes Tatum, front court. Lobs it down low to Jaylen Brown, who lays it in. Boston pushes the lead back to 12, 64-52.
Jaylen Brown has 13 points, and 12 of those, with the exception of the 1 free throw, have all been 2 feet in the paint.
Barnes up top. 3 straight away, no good. Raptors falling into the trap now, trying to get it all back at once. Derek White, 3, no good. Rebound Grady. 1 minute, first half. Quickly on the drive, Jaylen Brown comes up limping. Barrett down the lane, lays it up and in. Jaylen Brown comes up limping. 64-54, Boston by 10. Whoa, over and back. Jason Tatum, the ball was passed into the back court. The referee is standing right there. Tyler Ricks, and he let it go. Tatum deep, 3, no good. Long rebound beyond the three-point line, back to Tatum, floats it up and in.
That's the danger right there. Scotty's gassed right now, right? He contested that shot from Tatum. Tatum gets his own offensive rebound. Now it's 5-on-4, and he gets a clean look at the basket. 25 seconds, first half. I'm going to get on my soapbox here and say the NBA has to call the little things that make up the fabric of the game. Be consistent with traveling, double dribble, over and back, those little things. 66-54, quickly drives, steps back on Pritchard, floated up, no good, rebound Derek White. Here comes Jaylen Brown on the run, pull up, 3, no good, and that's the way the half ends. Boston 66, Toronto 54. And everybody coming into the game for the Toronto Raptors have to be ready to play, right? The last 2 minutes of this game, of this half, you can just see the Toronto Raptors are gassed. You got a little complacent with some of the shots and a couple miscues on the defensive side of the floor.
Taddy Ward, Leuenberg up next. Halftime at Scotiabank, 66-54, Boston with the lead. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
Feeling exhausted and bloated after too much fatty food, alcohol, and sweets over the holidays? Help give your liver a boost. This year, make the resolution to support your liver's health with Active Liver from New Nordic. Available in tablet or gummy, Active Liver's high-quality ingredients like milk thistle, artichoke, and turmeric extracts are the perfect combination to help support a healthy liver. Find Active Liver at Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, Loblaws, Jean Coutu, and London Drugs, or online at Amazon and newnordic.ca.
Touchdown!
Great catch.
Give me a high five!
5 minutes later.
Interception!
Awesome play.
Give me a high five!
2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2-for-1 Pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2-for-1 pizza. 2-for-1.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I don't want to say I'm a big deal, but I am a superhero. I love helping people consolidate their debts, and that's what I did for the Smiths. I took their bills and zoom! Wha-bam! Zap! Turn them into one low monthly payment. No, the sound's not necessary, but it's part of the fun.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And trailing by 12, 66-54 to Boston at the half. Welcome to Raptors basketball at the half. Tangerine Raptors basketball. Jim Taddy and Warren Ward high above the action. We'll go courtside to Josh Lewinberg shortly. But Warren, first of all, I mean, that second quarter was like two halves. The Raptors started well and actually had a 1-point lead. And as soon as they got there, boom, the Celtics came back, and the Raptors relying on outside shooting, which is not good. 3 out of 21.
I was going to say, they're not relying. They're just shooting. They haven't really relied on it much. Yeah, they haven't really relied on it much at all. And I find, when the Raptors have played the Celtics this season, I think they try and play to the Celtics' strength. And they try and mimic what they're doing. And one of the things that I think affected the run by the Celtics was just the careless turnovers. The Raptors got caught, tossing the ball out of bounds a few times, and the Celtics were able to capitalize on most of those turnovers. They became easier points. And then, secondarily, one of the Raptors' greatest strengths in this particular season is attacking the rim and getting to the paint. Not only have the Celtics outshot Toronto in terms of attempts from three, the Celtics have taken 26 three-pointers already out of their 54 shot attempts, and they're playing at a very fast pace. Now, we know Toronto can do that, but the problem is that the Celtics are also outscoring Toronto in the paint as well. Yeah. So, that's Toronto's strength, which is getting to the basket. So the Celtics don't have a shot blocker in the game, and yet still the Raptors are settling for threes. I think that falls on quickly to be more aggressive. Now, Drew Holiday's not playing. This is a secondary defender guarding you. You have to put more pressure to get by somebody, which then creates open lanes, and you want to get to the rim first and then shoot three secondarily, and that's not something that we saw in this first half. Hopefully that changes. If Toronto can stop turning the basketball over, they're going to get runs, they're going to get open looks. We also saw Toronto miss quite a few wide open threes. So, if it's anything of the Phoenix game, they should be knocking them down. I hope that changes in the second half. Everything else, I think, is done pretty well. They could do a better job on the offensive boards, but that's a story for another day.
Josh, let's go courtside with Josh Lundberg. Josh, just not sharp. I mean, they had that moment to start the second quarter, but the rest of it just not sharp.
Yeah, I mean, they say it's a make-or-miss league, but this is like the extreme version of it, considering the last time we were in this building a couple days ago against Phoenix. Raptors shot 20 for 35 from beyond the arc. Couldn't miss. I mean, literally could not miss in the fourth quarter. They were 8 for 8. And then here tonight, they start 1 for 13 from 3, 3 for 21. Warren mentions the 8 turnovers as well. So that's not a good recipe, really, against anybody, but certainly not against this Boston Celtics team. And yet, even still, they're hanging around. They had a lead at one point in the second quarter, despite all of those things that I just mentioned, which I think speaks to how hard they're playing. You can fall turnovers, and they're not especially sharp offensively, but they are playing really, really hard. And it starts, as it usually does, with Scotty Barnes. I was so impressed with the way, his whole first half was really strong, but especially the way that he started the second quarter. When Scotty has that look in his eyes, and you can see it from a mile away, he looked like a man on a mission, right? He's just in attack mode. He's locked in on both ends of the floor. Clearly, he liked that matchup against Keita because he kept going to it. I didn't love the substitution pattern in the second quarter. I understand the guy, he needs a rest, especially when he's playing as hard as he was there. But Scotty was on a roll and then has to come out of the game. And I thought it took a little bit too long to get him back in. I love the way that some of the other guys kind of fed off of his intensity and energy, and I thought that carried over a little bit in the second quarter. But by the time Scotty came back in, he was kind of cooled off a little bit. Yeah, if they're going to have any shot in this game, they need this to be a Scotty Barnes game, and it looked like it was going to be for a while there in the second. He really saved them because things were kind of getting out of hand, and then he came in, and that really was a game-changing stretch of the second quarter.
Okay, Warren, let's look at the other side of the court. Celtics are up by 12 at the half. Is this their A game?
The Celtics?
Yeah.
No. No, not even close. I think they have another gear they can get to. I think Jason Tatum is starting to get really warm in this game. He's starting to look for his shot. He has really adept ability to put the ball on the floor, change speeds, change direction, probably better than most shooting guards or small forwards in the NBA, and we know we can shoot the basketball. So no, I think the Celtics have another gear they can get to. I know Joe Mazzulla was not happy. You could tell during the timeouts or when he called timeouts, he wasn't happy with the defensive effort. So I think the Celtics can turn it up a bit defensively, and offensively, I think they can spread Toronto out, attack the rim, and get threes as they've been able to do, even at a better clip, and they've been able to knock those threes down. So no, I think actually both teams have another level that they can get to.
Josh, what's your take on the Raptors' second unit tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. They obviously carried the Raptors against Phoenix the other night with Chris Boucher coming in and having a big game. He's had some solid moments here, knocked down both of his shots, but nobody has really made a strong impact yet coming off of that bench. I thought Warren made a great point, both about Emmanuel Quickley, but just about the point guard production in general. If you're a point guard going up against a team that features Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday isn't out there, your eyes have to light up a little bit. Now, sure, you still have to deal with Derek White, but I think this is a big opportunity for not just Quickley, who needs to be better in the second half, but even Jamal Shed. Those two have combined for 9 assists, which is great, but just 2 points between them, 1 for 7 from the field. Emmanuel Quickley's been playing so much better as he's gotten healthier, and obviously the three-point shot is so big for him, but I think Quickley and Shed can do a much better job of getting to the rim. Boston missing a couple of their bigs, no Horford, no Porzingis, so there's no real shot blocker out there. The Raptors have to do a better job of attacking this team.
Josh, thanks very much. Warren, quick thought here before we do the stats of the half. What do the Raptors have to do to salvage this?
Don't choke.
Popcorn can be tricky.
Okay, well, first of all, defensively, shrink the floor. Right. Try to make the Celtics beat you by doing something else. Run them off the three-point line. So, you got to do that. So we'll start with defense first. Offensively, attack the basket. They don't have a shot blocker. Get to the rim, draw some fouls, put pressure on these guys to go out and play defense. And then also try not to play at their pace. Run after turnovers. If you notice the Celtics miss or make, they're getting up the floor. They want to speed the game up. Speeding the game up means that they get more attempts. Toronto has to limit that. And then, of course, Quickley, head of the snake, he has to be more aggressive and getting other guys involved by his penetration into the paint. And then Scotty Barnes keep on being assertive.
Tonight's first half stats are driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. Bench scoring 18-15 for the Celtics. Turnovers for points, Boston 7 for 4, and the Raptors 8 for 12. What a discrepancy that is. Paint points 38-36 for the Celtics. Fast break 13-6. Actually, it's I got that wrong. 13-6, yes, for the Celtics, and of course a 13-point lead at one point. It's now 12 for the Boston Celtics. Raptors did have a 1-point lead in that quarter. So the bottom line is it's 66-54 for the Celtics over the Raptors at the half. Oh yes, guy, the second half is next. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Hey, Taylor, coffee? Maybe later. My oil furnace is out again. You should upgrade to an electric heat pump. Isn't that expensive? No, it's worth it. It can heat even when it's minus 30, cools when it gets warmer. Plus, there's a government program to help cover most of the costs up front. Huh, coffee's on me then.
To see if you're eligible for the Oil to Heat Pump Affordability Program, visit canada.ca/heat pumps or call 1-800-O-CANADA. A message from the Government of Canada.
Ah, at last, the Subaru winter is here. It's the perfect weather for the beach. Feel the sun's rays on the small amount of skin peeking out of your ski mask. Put on your beach puffer and hear the sound of the waves crashing over the chatter of your teeth. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-288-4991. That's 1-800-288-4991. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-288-4991. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-288-4991. Ontario license number 4705786.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
66-54. Well, Javon, Raptors need to pick it up here. And what in particular can you identify as we are about to start the second half?
Well, right away, you're looking at the numbers and looking at how the game flow has gone, right? 3 for 21 from the three-point line, and some of them have been good shots, but some of them have been, opportunities for them to take it to the basket and get easy looks. But that number right there, shooting 14% from the three-point line, has got to go up, and if not, you've got to get a couple more paint touches, a couple more paint looks, and if you look at the first 2 quarters and looking at the flow of the game and how the Raptors have put the basketball in the hole, Scotty Barnes did a good job of finding that matchup against Pritchard, against smaller defenders, where he's been able to get some good things, and then, play inside out from that.
Toronto ball to start the second half. They move in the black from right to left toward the Bay Street end of Scotiabank Arena. The second half tip-off is powered by your Ontario Honda dealers. Up your game, Lisa Hybrid CRV from 2.49% up to 24 months. Visit HondaOntario.com. It's not 2.49, but it's 2 points. And RJ Barrett gets those 2 for Toronto. 66-56. Raptors cut the lead to 10. Tatum on the bounce, coming back to Pritchard, under duress, fires a 3. It's an air ball. Raptors get the ball, bring it front court. Quickly, far side, on the bounce, straight away. Now gets it to Barnes in the lane on Pritchard. Time to go to work. Scotty turns, backs down. They come with the double, and he tried to get it to Mobile, was deflected away. Barnes will inbound, near side, left wing, beside the Celtic bench. Gets it to Mobile. Now to Quickly. Pull up, 3, near side, no good. Rebound knocked away. Goes back to Grady. Open, look at a 3, buries it in the bottom of the well.
That's all the time he needs, just a split second off that offensive rebound. Mobile gets it out to him. And as the defense is closing out, he's already in the shooting pocket.
Raptors peel back and make the steal. Boston turns it over. Quickly on the run to the hoop, lay it up and in. 66-61, the lead cut to 5.
2 big plays by Mobile. The offensive rebound, the kick out for the 3, comes up with a steal on the defensive end, which starts that transition for the bucket.
Derek White back. Guarded by Grady, gets into the lane, throws it up, no good. He looked like he was falling and off balance.
I thought he threw his body to the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Grady's that strong where he's going to toss him into the second row.
Nonetheless, Derek White will go to the line. First free throw from Derek White is good. .10:04 to go, third quarter. Boston leading 67-61. Second free throw good by White. 68-61, Boston by 7. Here come the Raptors front court. Quickly on the bounce, gets it to Mobile. Hands it back to Quickly above the arc, far side. Got Hauser in front of him, gets it to Barrett. RJ turns the corner with the left hand, lays it up, no good, but he's fouled. When he gets a step on you with that left hand,
the force that he gets downhill with.
In the words of the guy that used to make that pizza commercial in New York, forget about it.
Forget about it.
So RJ will go to the line. He's got 15 points on the night, high scorer in the ball game. He and Scotty sharing those honors. And RJ will toe the line. Let's see if he can knock these down. First one short. The issues continue at the line for RJ. It's about the only place where he's had the issue. Second one is good. 68-62 Boston. Raptors back to within 6. Hauser up top. Grady cutting off the airspace. Gets it to Pritchard. Turns the corner in the lane. Swallowed up. They kick it out. Leave Derek White open 3. No good. Good job with the contest by Mobile, but Boston goes over the back to knock it away. White, second 3. This one no good. Barrett with a rapacious rebound, saying, give me that. Quickly, deep 3, front court, short. Rebound to Hauser. On the bounce, Jaylen Brown into the lane, lay it up and in. Scored and a foul for Jaylen Brown.
And to me, Jonesy, look at the numbers and how he's playing. Jaylen Brown is doing the most damage for the Boston Celtics. And why? Because he's the one getting into the paint. And he's getting into the paint to make baskets, to score, to be a scoring threat. So strong, getting himself to the free throw line. Right? And I think that changes the whole dynamic, the complexion of the game for Boston, because you have the other 4 guys on the floor. They're looking to get up 3-point shots. He's getting downhill.
Grady up top. Gets it to Scotty in the lane against Pritchard. Scotty backs him down, shoots over him. It's long. Rebound. Here comes Boston. Tatum up top. 8:40, third quarter. Deep 3 from Tatum, no good. But Pritchard there for the rebound. Back to Tatum, another 3. This one is good. 74-62. Boston pushes it back up to 12. Quickly, front court. Gets it to Barrett. Drives on Hauser. Spins back to his left. Floats it up short. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Critical time here for the Raptors. Got to hold on to the rope. Brown drives, spins in the lane, has it stripped by Toronto, and then Brown fouls Jonathan Mobile.
That's Mobile's game. Comes up with a steal and draws the foul, but leads all rookies with 100 deflections this season. He's just always active hands, really good feet. And as he gets more comfortable with the speed of the game and the strength of the game, right, he has the potential to be a big-time defender in this league.
Quickly back for Toronto. Up top to Barnes. Gets it to Barrett. Drives on Baylor Shireman. Now to Barnes. Scotty floats it up and in. Over Hauser again. They're picking on Hauser. Raptors cut the lead to 74-64. And they called it over and back on the back court. That's the one they missed at halftime.
That's the one you were looking for.
That's the one I was looking for. What's your line, Shep? A closed mouth?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Never gets fed. You got to speak up. Quickly on the bounce. Gets it to Barnes. Near side, IQ. Drives. Floats it up to Mobo in the lane. Tries to get it to Scotty. He had 6 feet. He just got to shoot that. He's got to be more aggressive with that. Here comes Pritchard, and he's fouled by Quickly. Boston still leading 74-64. $7:15 to go, third quarter. Derek White, front court. Boston in the white, moving left to right. Turns his back to Grady. Now gets it to Barnes. Tatum now with the ball, guarded by Grady. 3 in the air, squares up, no good. Another big rebound for Barrett. Outlet Quickly, Raptors on the run. Quickly, stutter dribble. Gets it to Grady, turns the corner into the lane, spin, puts it up, blocked by Derek White. Here comes Pritchard to Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Stutter dribble into the lane. Lays it up and in.
That's a smart play by Pritchard, right? He's attacking it. Scotty Barnes is running back out to Tatum at the three-point line. The hesitation, like, delays that rotation out, and he gets himself to the basket.
Let's take a break. 76-64 Boston, 6:39 third quarter. Listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call it.
What's up, Raptors fans? Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you a Raptors fan? Have you not hit the subscribe button yet? Oh, you probably have. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. All of you who have. 81,000. We're about to pass 82. We're on our way up to 100,000 subscribers. 84, 85, 86. Let's keep it going. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for turning on that bell and coming back and hanging out with us every single Raptors game. A lot of good basketball coming up in March. The SEC tournament, possibly. Every single game of March Madness. Every single game of the NBA playoffs. We're going to have a lot of fun here on TSI. Thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming an insider and hitting that subscribe button. Go Raptors, go!
Anywhere, stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050, everywhere you want it.
76-64, Boston leading Toronto. 6:39 to go in a very fast-moving third quarter, and we'll tell you that third quarter action is delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Give yourself a high five by any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each. 2for1pizza.com. Well, it's not 2-for-1, but it's the threes that are killing Toronto right now.
Yeah.
Boston outscoring them 10-4 from behind the arc. That's 18 points. And the lead right now is 12. So let's see what the Raptors have coming out of this timeout. Here comes Jamal Shed out there with R.J. Barrett, Grady Dick, Jonathan Mobo, and Ochai Agbaji. Barrett up top to Shed. Deep three, straight away, no good. Rebound kept alive. Mobo has it. Kicks it out to Barrett, and it goes over and back. Jonathan Mobo has got to be aggressive. You get the ball 6 feet from the paint, Like you learn at Javon Shepherd basketball camp, Warren camp, square up and look at the basket. You never know what you might see.
He's got to just trust himself on the offensive end of the floor. And, you know, it's funny, early in the season, he was doing that. A lot of times he'd get the ball in a dunker spot and just finish it at the rim. Right now, he's overthinking the offensive side of the floor, and defensively, he's actually pretty engaged and actually do the right things.
Torrey Craig, 3 up top, no good. Rebound, Toronto. 6 minutes to go, third quarter, Toronto down 12. Grady into the lane, floats it up, no good, but was moving at high speed. And he got fouled on the way in. So Grady will go to the line for 2. 8 points on the night for Grady on 3 of 8, a couple of them from behind the arc. How do you get back into this game, Javon?
Well, you got to take care of the basketball, because that's more important. If you have a team like Boston that's outscoring you points per possession, it's important. It's even now, right, 10-10. But when you're getting outscored points per possession, you have to have less turnovers.
Derek White, front court, being guarded by the other number 9, R.J. Barrett. Now Grady switches out onto him. Shot clock at 10. White up top. Deep 3, launches it, no good. Long rebound, run down. Toronto has it. Shed, front court, right side, far wing. Raptors in the black, coming right to left toward Bay Street. Robinson out top. Dribble handoff to Grady. Pulls for 3 straight away. Rattles, doesn't go. Rebound knocked away. Boston has it. Pritchard to Shireman. He launches a 3 near side. Anybody can shoot him. Boston runs down the rebound. They get it to Tatum, to Derek White. Into the corner. Torrey Craig, open 3, no good. Rebound Barrett. 5 minutes, third quarter, Toronto down 10. Barrett spins, gets to the hoop, lays it up, no good, blocked. Rebound on the ground, here comes Boston. Tatum to White, into the corner. Pritchard, catch and shoot, 3 is good.
That's automatic. That is automatic, and they do a good job moving the basketball. You had White, you had Tatum, and Pritchard all on the right side of the floor. The spacing wasn't great, but they moved the basketball so fast that Pritchard gets a wide open shot in the right corner.
Boston leading 79-66. Shed to Barrett, far side, drives, reverse layup is good. Pretty move by RJ. Right to left, far side to near side, going under the basket and laying it home. 18 for Barrett. There's a foul on Grady as he was trying to guard the screener, and referee Nick Buchert saying he pushed the screener. 4:24 third quarter. Boston 79, Toronto 68. Confusion with the subs for Boston. Finally, Pritchard sits down. And J.D. Davidson checks in. Davidson near side on the bounce against Shed. Gets it to Tatum up top, a deep 3, no good. They never got into their offense. And it's a turnover. Great job by the Raptors. 4:10. Boston playing the zone as the Raptors bring it front court. Shed into the lane. Kicks it to Barrett. RJ drives. Lays it down to Robinson. Into the corner to Grady. Shot clock at 8. They get it to Robinson mid-post. And they call 3 seconds on Orlando Robinson. All right. They must have heard me.
I have not seen that in...
How many times you seen it this year?
God knows when.
How many times you seen it this year?
I couldn't even tell you.
Count on one hand? Maybe?
If that. If that.
So you know what? Then call it all the time. It'll keep guys out of the lane.
Wow.
Call it all the time.
Offensive 3 seconds.
I'm okay with it.
Wow.
I'm okay with it. Just call it all the time. Don't let big guys just stand in the lane. Tatum to Keita. Wasn't looking. Threw it away. Out of bounds. Toronto basketball. 3:35, third quarter. Boston 79, Toronto 68. The lead is 11. Barnes near side on Davidson. Scotty down to the baseline. Turns the corner. Lobs it up to Jacoby Walter, who floats it in. Toronto cuts the lead to 9 at 79-70.
How Scotty found that, I don't know. They're in a 2-3 zone. He turns the corner to the right hand. And Jacoby Walters hit it right on that right dunker spot, and Scotty just lobbed it up for him.
Tatum, far side. Deep three, straight away, no good. Rebound, Torrey Craig. And Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout to save the possession.
Well, they can also get some better offense. The last 2 shots that Tatum has taken has been halfway between the three-point line and the half-court line, right? They can get some better looks.
So let's take a break. 2:58, third quarter, Boston 79, Toronto 70. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Did you know that if you're 50 or older, RSV may be serious for you? Help protect yourself with Arexvy, Canada's first RSV vaccine. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Arexvy. Arexvy is a vaccine that helps protect adults 50 to 59 years old at increased risk and adults 60 years and older from lower lung disease caused by respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. 100% protection not guaranteed. Adverse events may occur. Visit arexvy.ca.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Third quarter, 2:58 to go. 79-70, Boston leading Toronto. Thanks for tuning in and letting us ride along with you from Scotiabank Arena. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa here in the second row on the floor. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward high atop in the Foster Hewitt Media Gondola with Cameron Moore back at Raptors Central, technical producer Matt Cardadero, and lead producer Owen Hall. Toronto kind of hanging onto the rope here, Javon.
Well, where they want to be, where they need to be. 9 points with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Right, and they forced Boston into some tough shots. And you know Boston's going to be a bit more crisp coming out of this timeout. For Toronto, they also have to be a bit more crisp and disciplined on the defensive side.
Abaji all over Tatum. Tatum pushes off, gets away with it, and Abaji strips him on the bounce. Here comes Barnes on the run. Tries to get it to Jacoby Walter, and J.D. Davidson peeling back, makes the steal. Davidson to Hauser, 3 straight away, no good. Rebound run down by Jamal Shed. On the run, Shed loses the ball but gets it back, kicks it out to Robinson. Swing to Barnes, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Boston.
And Scotty doesn't need to settle there. That's a matchup kid that fears him.
Yep.
The early possessions in this game, right? Attack him, get into his chest, get into his body like you did before, and move him out of the way.
Davidson up top for Boston. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter, 79-70 Celtics. Davidson to Shireman in the lane. Off balance runner, got the roll. The Creighton Blue Jay, Baylor Shireman, makes it 81-70. Boston, Raptors back. Jamal Shed gets to the tin and lays it home. 81-72. minute and a half to go, third quarter. Boston ball front court in the white, coming left to right. Davidson gets it to Tatum, guarded by Shed, straddling the three-point line straight away, drives left, far side, into the lane, has it knocked away, flails the arms up in the air, gets the call. And they got it on Shed.
He was about a split second away from Scotty Barnes coming from that backside to steal the basketball. What they did was they had Davidson on the strong side of the floor, and he flattened out to the left corner so that Abaji couldn't help on that mid-post, that free throw line post up with Tatum on the strong side.
Tatum, free throw good. On the night, the gold medalist on the U.S. Olympic team this summer has 16 points. And Jaylen Brown tied for high honors for the Celtics. R.J. Barrett leads all scorers in the game with 18. Tatum knocks down his 17th point, 83-72. 11-point Celtics lead. They play the zone. Quickly gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Great job by Scotty Barnes screening the top of the zone.
Well, they didn't get anything out of the first action. And Scotty told him again, okay, I'm going to set it and use the screen. The second time he used the screen, got into the center of the key, and got to his floater.
83-74 Boston, under a minute, third quarter. Davidson in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound, they say we're going the other way as Jacoby Walter was pushed out of bounds. The foul will go on the Celtics, Jason Tatum. So the Raptors down 9. Trying to shave the lead a little further. They were down 12 at half. Quickly on the bounce against Tatum. Backs out near center. Now running start, right wing, far side. Floats it up, no good, but fouled by Tatum. IQ got that change of speed, man, where he sinks the clutch and all of a sudden he's in another gear. 38.9 to go, third quarter. 83-74. Emmanuel quickly standing on the line. IQ an 89% free throw shooter. 2 dribbles, dips, fires the first one, and it's clean. 83-75. The Raptors trying to chip away. Quickly holds it against his hip in his left arm. 2 dribbles. The routine is clean. The shot is clean. The Raptors have cut the lead to 83-76. Pritchard playing. Now backs out. Gives it to Hauser. Catch and shoot 3 is good. You can't leave that guy. That's all he does.
You can't. And you know what? Scotty had the most responsibility there, the biggest responsibility going end-to-end with Pritchard. And Walter fell asleep.
86-76, Boston by 10. Shot clock at 8, game clock at 13. Quickly in the lane to Robinson. Underneath, Robinson floats it up, no good. They call him on a travel. So Boston ball. They'll inbound on the hash mark, right adjacent to Joe Mazzulla, and they will try to go about 75 feet in 8.3 seconds to get a score. Raptors pick up. Pritchard on the run against a backpedaling Bobo. Stops, steps back, deep 3 is good. He's the end of the game, end of quarter, end of game specialist. 1 second to go, and we've got a technical foul on Jason Tatum. Referee Tyler Ricks is having none of it. quickly and misses the free throw. And now Tatum complaining to Nick Bucher. The one thing that I would like to see restored is only the captain talks to the ref. Because you got everybody and his mother talking to the referee, even to the guys like the 15th man on the team he wants a call. Scotty's pass is intercepted. Hauser launches it, no good. And that's the way the quarter ends. Boston wins the third quarter by a point, and they lead by 13 going to the last lap of the track, 89-76. Fourth quarter when we come back, you're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
The all-electric Honda Prologue SUV is here at your local Ontario Honda dealer. And with features perfect for the city and the backcountry, like all-wheel drive for tougher winter roads and a range up to 450 kilometers on a full charge, you may think Honda made an electric SUV just for Ontario. Get up to a $12,000 Honda bonus on all remaining 2024 Prologue models. Plus, qualified Honda owners get an additional $2,000 loyalty bonus. OAC conditions apply. Range based on combined city and highway. Bonus available when you lease or finance through HFS at a standard rate. See HondaOntario.com.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your first aid cabinets are stocked, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas apparel program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.ca.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Jan owns a home and a restaurant fusing French and Mexican cuisine. But she is fusing no more because her ovens have gone kaput. She called Alpine Credits, who sent their speedy superhero. With her business loan approved, her ovens were quickly fixed. The hero even had some of her poutine nachos. Yum! Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive, every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
$89-76, Boston with a 13-point lead as we hit the last lap of the track. Fourth quarter is powered by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Boston ball front court. They move from left to right. Pritchard guarded by Abaji. Gets it to Jaylen Brown in the lane. Floats it up, no good, but foul going to be called on Scotty Barnes, trailing him around the screen, and then put both hands on the waist when Brown went airborne for the shot. So Jaylen Brown on the line. Knocks down the first one. He's got 17 points on 7 of 14 from the floor and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Nary a three-point make from Jaylen Brown.
Well, it was the first one. The first things I said to you earlier about how he's playing. It's 2-fit in the paint, right? 2-fit, playing off 2, playing strong, using his size, and not settling.
Yeah.
Not looking or hunting the 3 ball.
It's smart, right? My 3's not going tonight. I'm leaving it.
Well, and here's the other thing. With the other 4 guys at the 3-point line, there's so much more space in the paint for him to work.
Barnes into the corner. Jacoby Walter 3, no good. Scotty fighting underneath for it. Keita goes to the ground, and Boston calls a timeout. Sam Cassell upset that Peyton Pritchard didn't get the block call or the charge call on Scotty Barnes. Scotty says that's a block, if anything.
Sam still got he's still got the player swag in him.
He's talking to Mitchell Irvin, and Mitchell says, nah, man, stand up, play ball, stop flopping. I like that. I like the non-call on a flop to force guys to stop doing it. Let's take a break. 11:27. We're 33 seconds into the fourth quarter. 91-76 Celtics, biggest lead of the game at 15. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Touchdown. Great catch. Give me a high five. 5 minutes later. Interception. Awesome play. Give me a high five. 2 hours later.
Eddie, did you order 20 high five specials from 2 for $1 pizza?
You kept asking for high fives.
I meant... never mind. I'm hungry.
High five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each.
2 for $1 pizza. 2 for $1.
Rogers Xfinity Internet is ready for everything, so you can search and stream and shop and study and share and play and post and work and watch and game and work out and download and... Wow, that's a lot. And now you can save a lot too at the Rogers Spring Event. Visit in-store or Rogers.com to save on Rogers Xfinity Internet and be ready to do more everything.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuss shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
11:27, fourth quarter, 91-76 Boston. Celtics have made 13 threes, the Raptors 4. 27-point difference from behind the arc, which probably accounts for most, if not all, of this 15-point lead. Derek White trapped at center, gets it to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard crosses over far side, gets it to Jaylen Brown. On the bounce, leans in on Jacoby Walter, knocks it down. Tough shot, Jacoby didn't go for the fake. Here comes Barnes back for Toronto. Raptors suddenly down 17. Jacoby Walter drive in the lane, puts it up and in. 15-point edge for Boston, 93-78. 10:47 to go in the ball game. Pritchard, guarded by Abaji. Carrying the ball is Abaji saying to the ref, isn't he carrying it? Pritchard gets it to Brown. Barnes all over him. Brown deep three. Front rim no good. Rebound quickly. Breaks out on the run. IQ underneath to Barnes. Lay it up and in.
And as soon as Barnes catches that basketball, White is on his backside. And Scotty jumps up vertically, but on an angle where he takes away White's ability to contest a shot or even attempt to block.
Pritchard near side, guarded by Abaji right in front of us. Now works far side. Steps back, deep three, gonna be short. Rebound quickly, tips it to Barnes. Raptors trying to make a run. Boucher, far side, tees up a three. No good. Rebound, Keita. Chris wanted that one, so did Scotty. 93-80, Boston, 9:40, fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown, front court, Scotty right in his kitchen. Brown drives, gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Tough shot. Tough shot under duress. 15-point Celtics lead. Quickly, in the lane, floats it up, short, rebound, tip back up and in. Chris Boucher. 95-82, Boston by 13. We approach the 9-minute mark, fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown leans over on the logo. Now dribbles left, far side, loses the ball, but it goes right to Derek White. He kicks it and turns it over. Here comes Toronto. Barnes, front court. We go inside 9 minutes. Gets it to Boucher. Now to Jacoby Walter. Up top quickly. Drives right. Cross-court pass. Boucher, 3 in the air. No good. Rebound, Barnes knocks it out. Jacoby Walter gets it to Quickly. IQ on the bounce. Lobs it up. Laid in by Boucher.
And here Chris Boucher goes again with the energy plays.
95-84. Raptors cut it to 11. Corner 3. Pritchard wide open. Misses it. Rebound. They say stay here as Abaji had the bear hug on Neemias Queta. Tatum back in. Queta out. 8:19, fourth quarter. 95-84, Celtics by 11. Tatum finally gets it into Derek White. Now to Brown on the logo. Works right, near side, quickly picks him up on the switch. Now they get it to Pritchard. Deep 3, far side, no good. Rebound Barnes. Outlet Abaji on the lob to Boucher on Pritchard. Kicks it back out, Barnes swinging quickly. Now to Scotty. Open 3, no good. Rebound, Jacoby Walter can't get it, knocked out of bounds. Boston ball. A great look by Scotty. The Raptors, 4 of 31 tonight from distance.
Those that aren't good at math, that's 13%.
That's a whole lot with not much make. Brown up top. Guarded by Barnes. Crosses over, stripped by Scotty, off the foot of Jaylen Brown, and Scotty flexes and lets out a scream. I love it when Scotty sits in his chair, claps his hands, waves at the offensive player. All that's missing is a dookie slapping the floor or something like that, man. I love that kind of urgency, intensity, and passion on defense.
Type of joy on the defensive end of the floor.
Bring it, baby. I'm here. What you got? 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Raptors down 11. Shed near side, left wing. Raptors in the black, working right to left toward Bay Street. Shed drive, kick to the corner. Abaji 3 is in the bottom of the well. Ochai knocks it out. Raptors inside 10, 95-87. 8-point lead as Abaji picks up Tatum at midcourt. Tatum works right, now back to the left. Jacoby Walter has him on the switch. They double, take it out of his hands, and Abaji kicks it. It goes out of bounds.
That's good defense right there, getting that deflection, kicking it out. But how about Jamal Shed right on the offensive side of the floor, getting into the paint downhill and then kicking it out to weak side to Abaji for 3.
Abaji goes after it and makes the steal. Diving on the ground, almost saved it. Shed and Barrett over to help him up. Darko runs 3/4 of the length of the floor to say, that's my guy, that's the kind of effort I want. And when you're building something, a culture starts with hard work, and it must be rewarded.
That's got to be at your foundation. Hard work has to be at your foundation. So Darko going over there and celebrating, rewarding his guys, just gives them that motivation, that inspiration to continue playing that way, that brand.
R.J. Barrett knocks it away from Jaylen Brown. It goes out of bounds into the Raptor bench. The Raptors energized right now on defense, Javon, and they need a few stops. 6:52 to go. We tick toward the top of the stretch. 95-87. Boston with the lead. Brown inside. Wow, they got a foul on RJ.
Call.
That's a terrible call. They said he grabbed his arm. There was no grab there. Brown was boxing out and RJ was leaning on him. This is grown man's basketball. This is not Saturday at the YMCA where some guy's going to say, you fouled me, you fouled me. Come on, man, we playing for groceries here. Jaylen Brown in the lane, lays it up and in. Timeout, Darko. 6:48 to go, we'll take a break. Boston 97, Toronto 87. Raptors need to make a muscle. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
6:48 to go, fourth quarter. Again, thanks for letting us ride along with you. 97-87, Boston leading Toronto by 10. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa, second row courtside. About 30 feet from the Raptor bench. Up top, Jim Taddy, Warren Ward. Cameron Moore up there looking after them. You heard from Josh Lewinberg with them at halftime. Back at Raptor Central, producer Owen Hall and Matt Cardadero. 6:48 to go in the ball game. Time to muscle up if you're a Raptor. Give it that LeBron gesture where the shoulders shrug and you say, come on, get off me. Time to go. Shed, Barrett, Boucher, Abaji out there with Grady Dick. Barrett drive, lay it in. RJ left side near wing. He's got 20. And the Raptors cut it to 8, 97-89. Derek White, front court. Gets it to Sam Hauser, far side left wing. Boston in the white, moving left to right. Derek White crosses over into the lane, spin, floated up and in. Nice move. 10-point lead restored for the Celtics. Shed gets it to Barrett. RJ up top against Derek White. Now to Boucher. Back to RJ. Turns the corner on the drive. Great pass to Abaji down low. Up top to Shed. Drives on Pritchard. Gets to the hole and lays it in. And looks at him and says, what you got now? What you got now? Jamal stares him down. 99-91. Raptors down 8, 5:39 to go inside the top of the stretch. White on the bounce. Against Grady Dick. Backs down, works near side. Abaji jumps out. They get the switch on Grady. Tatum back to White. Deep three is good.
That is tough. There's nothing you can do there. There's absolutely nothing you can do there. Good defense. Had Tatum on his heels, turned his back, double team coming, he kicks it over to White, and White knocking down a 30-foot three-point shot.
102-91 Boston. Shed to Boucher, and he's fouled by Pritchard. Had a hold of his shirt. So the Raptors will inbound. Near side, left wing. They move right to left toward Bay Street in the black uniforms. Barnes in. Abaji out. Quickly in. Boucher out. So the Raptors will play with both Quickly and Shed on the floor. Barrett against Hauser. Drives, gets to the hoop, lays it up and in. Sam Hauser might as well be a standing placard. RJ drives it, lays it home. 102-93. Derek White, front court. Raptors cut the lead to 9. Grady pushes up on him. White on the drive, kicks it cross court to Pritchard. Now to Tatum. Shot fake, drive, Barnes contests the shot, deep 3, no good. Rebound quickly. Nice D by Scotty. Here come the Raptors front court, down 9. Shed on the bounce, turns the corner into the lane, floated up and in.
Man.
Jamal Shed's like a rocket going down the lane.
And you know what? He's gotten so much better finishing at the rim now. He's caught up to the speed of the game, understands his timing, and now using his body, his strong frame, leaning into the defense as he's stretching out to make those baskets.
Kid can play on my team any game. Got a heart as big as this building. 102-95. The crowd chanting for defense. Derek White in the lane. Fall away jumper, no good. Rebound Barrett. Outlet quickly. 3:45 to go. Raptors down 7. Quickly kicks it out to Barrett. RJ, they're going to call him for a travel.
And that play, the way it started is exactly how it finished. IQ gets into the paint, he bobbles his handle, and then a hot potato pass to RJ, running full speed to the basket. Ends up getting the turnover.
Oh, that one hurt. 15th turnover for the Raptors. 102-95. Front court, here comes Boston. In the white, moving left to right. Hauser gets it to Derek White. RJ, great denied defense on Jaylen Brown. Derek White drives Jamal. Shed knocks it away and then claps his hands like a pair of cymbals and says, yes, sir, yes, sir. 2.1 to go on the shot clock. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
I'll tell you this much. Jamal Shed is going to have this entire city fall in love with him.
How can you not? Listen, Javon, you did the March Madness tournament last year.
Yep.
I know Kelvin Sampson. He was a coach for Toronto, for the Canadian national team.
Kelvin Sampson, he coached me with the national team assistant then, yes.
You know what he's like, and you know what kind of guys he has on his team. Nobody epitomizes that more than Jamal Shed.
Yes.
And had he not got hurt, I think the Houston Cougars make a much deeper run.
I couldn't echo that sentiment more. And just knowing, the thing about, you mentioned Kelvin Sampson, he doesn't just bring the best out of guys, he recruits those type of guys.
Yes.
Right? He's not looking for the 5-star guys. He's looking for the guys that are willing to come in, put on their hard hat and their steel-toe boots and work just every day and have a sense of joy doing that.
Yes.
And that guy over there to the right of us on that bench, that Raptors bench, who's changing this game right now by his intensity, his velocity, ferociousness on the defensive end of the floor. That guy, he's the one.
Kelvin Sampson says, if you come to Houston, we're going to work hard, win games, and vie for a national championship. If you don't come to Houston, we're going to work hard, win games, and vie for a national championship.
With or without you.
With or without you. You want to roll with it, or you want to get rolled over?
You want to train or not?
You want to roll with it, or you want to get rolled over? Your choice, Big Daddy. 102-95. Raptors down 7. Derek White inbound with 2.1. Lobs it to Keita, who floats it up and in. Timeout, Darko. I cannot believe that the Raptors let that go. Well, neither can Darko.
They just talked about that in the timeout, and you can see Jamal Shed disappointed. RJ disappointed. The misassignment by Grady, who's supposed to switch on that roll, that curl. Keita going to the basket. It just wasn't there in time.
IQ's got to give more ball pressure too, Javon.
Got to give more ball pressure.
We see the replay. He's 6'8" feet off. You got to be in that guy's grill, man.
Yeah, and you're right. Grady going back to the huddle right now. He's going to take the brunt of the pressure because he was lost on the play. But at the same time, that's a more difficult pass if you have IQ on the basketball with active hands. And if he's not with active hands, he's got to be at that rim. He's got to make a way to make that shot difficult.
Hey, I was a high school quarterback, and my receivers would come back to the huddle and say, I was open. I said, well, talk to the offensive line. Because I'm running for my damn life back here. Pressure, taking away someone's time and space, whether it's basketball or soccer or hockey or anything, field hockey, anything where there's an implement, that's gold, man. That's a first line of defense. So with 3:19 to go, Toronto trails 104-95. Here comes Toronto. Right to left to board, Bay Street in the black. Quickly, Barnes, Barron, Dick, and Shed. Quickly, gets it to Grady, far side on Hauser. Grady drive, step back, jumper good. Hauser lost his footing, Grady knocked it out. 104-97. Down 7. 2:55 to go. Down the score, 97. Down 7. 2:55 to go. Down the stretch we come. The crowd chanting for defense. Tatum on quickly. Has his back to him at the top of the arc. Turns. Fall away, jumper good. Tough shot, and Tatum puts his right palm to the ground, saying too small. 106-97. Quickly up top. Guarded by Pritchard. Gets it to Grady. In the lane. Exposes the ball to Jason Tatum, who rips it away from him.
This already went south prior to the basketball even getting into his hands. Jamal Shedd had a matchup on Keita on the perimeter. He's got to just blow by him and get to the basket.
Tatum drives, trying to get into Barnes. Scotty taking all of the smoke. The fall away jumper, no good. Scotty looks at him and says, I stopped you. But Toronto couldn't get the rebound. Less than 2 minutes to go. Toronto down 9. Derek White, deep three, got it. Grady wanted the foul called as he was pushed out of the way on the screen. But Boston has the lead up to 12 at 109-97. Quickly drives, and Keita fouled him on the switch.
This is the difference right now, right? Jamal Shedd sets the screen, and right away Emmanuel quickly is attacking Keita. That should have been the same action without the screen the last possession where Grady turned the basketball over. Jamal Shedd, you get the basketball over half, you have it in your hands, and Keita's in front of you. Running start to the basket.
Raptors inbound near side, left wing. Mobo gets it to Quickly. On the drive, into the lane. Quickly comes back out. And they got him stepping on the baseline, coming along from far side to near side. And that might do it. 109-97. 94 seconds to go. Boston has the lead and the ball. Derek White. On the bounce, far side. Tries to get it to Tatum, who's being held by Quickly. And IQ takes his 4th foul. White gets it to Tatum. They call the screen to try to get the switch, but Barnes says, no, I got Tatum. Step back jumper by Tatum, no good again. Scotty all over him. Grady with a wing and a prayer gets it over center. Sam Hauser has the temerity and audacity to dispute the foul. That looked like pass protection blocking by the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line on the drive by Scotty Barnes. You have got to be kidding me. Barnes, free throw good. Like, I get wanting a call, but that's not even close. Barnes, second free throw good. 109-99, Boston by 10. Pritchard front court on Barrett. They get it to Derek White. Back to Pritchard. The Raptors kind of scrambling. 45 seconds. Pritchard gets it to Derek White. The double comes. He beats it on the bounce. Stutter dribble. Into the lane. Finds Pritchard. Grady loses him. 3 in the air. Rattles, doesn't go. Rebound Barrett. 30 seconds to go, but Toronto's down 10. Barrett to quickly. Deep 3. No good. Rebound Mobo. Can't squeeze it. Here comes Peyton Pritchard. On the run. Lays it up and in. 111.99. That's going to do it. Quickly brings it front court. Drives, gets into the lane. Blocked by Keita. They call goaltend. 111-101. Boston will dribble it up court and run out the clock. The Celtics come to Toronto and get a win. Boston has won 6 straight and 9 of their last 10. And they've won 10 of 11 on the road. The Celtics are rolling as we get set to flip the calendar to March.
Yeah, and, give this Celtics team, credit. They've played some good basketball over the last 11 games. They're a great road team, the best road team in the league. And you see why tonight, right? As tough as the Raptors came out and tried to take away their space and try to make things difficult on them, they stuck with it, right? They had 10 players that came in and contributed, and the level didn't drop off. Not only did they shoot threes, I thought Jaylen Brown did an exceptional job of playing in the paint, right? Using the space that he did have on the floor, being a force, being physical for them. The other 4 guys are on the perimeter. Well, where's the open point on the floor? And Jaylen Brown found that area. As for the Raptors, right, I still want to give Scotty Barnes his credit because he also came out and the intensity that he played with was impressive. And it wasn't just tonight. It wasn't just the matchup against Tatum. That was the matchup against Kevin Durant a couple days ago. That was the matchup against Bam and Hero, against Miami. So things to improve on, absolutely. You played a defending champions right now in Boston Celtics en route to, being the best team in the East, playing the best basketball in the East, but also have their sights and aspirations set on another championship going back to back. So this is not a lousy loss if you're the Raptors. Some things to take away from it, and obviously you can better. Right? There's things that you can take from it. There's things that you can do better. And for some guys that didn't have the best game, you got to look at it and see, okay, the intensity that a championship team is playing with, the IQ that a championship team is playing with, what can I take from that?
Well, let's hope they can learn something as they get on the plane and go to Indiana tomorrow. It's a final at Scotiabank Arena. For the entire crew, we say thank you for letting us ride with you and listening in. The Celtics defeat the Raptors 111-101. Jim Taddy is up next with the postgame. For all of us in Radio Network, good night from the floor of Scotiabank Arena.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall.
Pluses to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on Sirius XM 87.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Tuesday, February the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins taking the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bruins on Sirius.
What's up, basketball fans? Toronto, thank you for this amazing, amazing community. We're having so much fun in the chat, cheering on our Raptors, listening to the game, watching the game, however you're doing it, here while we hang out together. I just wanted to say we have so much awesome stuff coming up with SickKids Hospital, and we're doing a big campaign for March Madness, as well as possibly the SEC tournament. Thank you, basketball fans. It's a little bit rough with the Raptors this season, but we're still doing big things. Percentage of the revenue every single game. Just by being here, you see an ad. You like it? Click it. It does help the donation at the end of the day. to SickKids Hospital, as well as the advertisers that are spending their money here on YouTube. Now let's get back to the basketball. Go Raptors, go. Thank you, insiders.
Minnesota Wild take on the Detroit Red Wings. Wild on XM205 Internet 933, Red Wings on Internet 929. 9 p.m. Utah Hockey Club takes on the Chicago Blackhawks. Utah on XM206 Internet 947, Blackhawks on Internet 925. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 7 p.m. Cincinnati takes on Baylor on XM380 Internet 970. 7 p.m. Georgia takes on Florida on Sirius 106 XM190 and Internet 960. 7 p.m. Marquette faces Providence on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83. 7 p.m. Miami takes on Duke on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84. 7 p.m. Minnesota faces Northwestern on Sirius XM and Internet channels 85. 7 p.m. Pitt faces Georgia Tech. Pitt on XM and Internet 371. Georgia Tech on XM 384 Internet 974. 8 p.m. Oklahoma State faces Iowa State on Sirius 119 XM 198 and Internet 952. 9 p.m.